Welcome back to the Fact Check. Today, we'll be doing an episode of Football Talk. And in this episode, we'll be talking about everything that happened in week 4. So sit back, relax, grab some screw sacks, and get right into the video. Okay, so to start with, we'll start with the NFL. And 50 plus total points were scored in the 9 of 13 games. I think it was the final. I was on the Sunday games. I didn't count today's games. I should have added that in. But that's insane. It's crazy. But and then also all owners, GMs, head coaches got a talking to by the league today about the whole COVID stuff. So that's a oof. But let's get to the NFC. The division leaders are the Packers, the Seahawks, the Buccaneers, and the Eagles. Surprisingly, the Eagles, yeah. And then is it time to do a division change? A big, big question. Because the NFC least has been like this for a while. Every once in a while, you get a good team. Like, yes, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. But, like, in this past, like, decade, there's been a lot of years where the NFC has been the least. The NFC East has. So, yeah. And then the Rams, or I should say cornerback, Jalen Ramsey, and Giants wide receiver Golden Tate got in a family feud. Punches were thrown after the game. Basically, Jalen Ramsey was dating Golden Tate's, or I don't know if they're dating or married, but I think they're dating. He was dating Golden Tate's sister. I think it was her second child. He left, broke up with her during the second pregnancy to go with somebody else. And so a lot of heated blood there. Like mid game, he like suplexed Golden Tate, which is funny, but yeah. No flags presently, but let's go to the NFC North. Packers still in the North, forever and always our division. We just like to lend it out every once in a while, like in 2018, I think it was when we lended it out to I think the Vikings won it that year, just so we could get Matt LaFleur. It's all big up here, all up there. That's all it was. Big brain. Oh, my hair's messed up. It looks like I got a bowl cut. But next is let's go to the Packers. QB Aaron Rodgers, you know him, you love him. He's is and should be MVP. Right now, I'd say it's neck and neck, him and Russell Wilson, but I feel like this game, and Russell Wilson like struggling against the Dolphins, if it's like this, now it's like that. Like they're close, but Aaron Rodgers had to get it. But because Russell Wilson has 2 interceptions this year, Aaron Rodgers has 0. Just want to point that out. But yeah, Russell Wilson for this game had completed 27 to 33 passes, 327 yards, 4 touchdowns, and of course 0 interceptions. And the Packers proved that the best offense in the league again. It helps that we play one of the worst defenses in the league, but that's the point. And then lucky and unluckily, we got a week 5 bye, or should I say the Packers got a week 5 bye, because yes, it's not good to have a bye so early, but we also have like a bunch of injuries, like Devontae Adams gets more time to recover. Aaron Rodgers got a little nicked up. I feel like he's all good now. He's gonna be all good, but he all nicked up, and get Kenny Clark back, and takes one more week out of the 3 weeks that what was his name? Fucking Lazard is gonna be out. But yeah. Then let's go to the Vikings. They got their first win of the season. Woo! Dalvin Cook came in clutch with 27 carries, 130 yards, averaged 4.8 per carry, and 2 touchdowns. And then safety Harrison Smith got ejected for a helmet-to-helmet hit. I didn't see the hit. I just heard about it. But yeah. Then the Bears, they got their first loss of the season. Finally happened. Nick Foles proves why he isn't a starter. He's good at like late season, solid. Early season, no. He went 26 for 42, 249 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And then next to the Lions, they blew out a 14-point lead. Blow a 14-point lead. Again, I think they have the record for 6 blown 14-point leads in a row, or whatever. It's an NFL record. Head coach Matt Patricia on a hot seat going into the bye. 35 straight points to the Saints. They allowed. That's insane. But next is the East. The Eagles lead the division, 1 win, 2 losses, and 1 tie. Like if Packers win that, signed, sealed, delivered. We won the division. That's so dumb. How that's even possible. But and then of course it's called NFC East. And let's go to the Cowboys. Dak Prescott on pace to break passing yards record. Guess what all these what's what called garbage time yards? He's gonna pass it. He's like on pace for like 7,000 yards, and I think no one's even got into 6,000 before, or something like that. But yeah, and also zero defense, just like the Falcons. The Cowboys have zero defense. But let's go to the Giants. Defensive strength not enough for the lackluster offense. The defense did really good against the Rams. Just the offense did not show up at all. They were starting to pop off at the end, but then do a pick. I would not do a pick, which costed them, obviously. But next is the Eagles. Defense coming clutch with 3 turnovers. They had an interception, a QB fumble, and then a pick six. The pick six was just signed, sealed, and delivered. The game was over at that point, and I was happy. That's for sure. But because I hate 49ers fans with a passion. But then let's go to the Eagles. Defense comes in. Oh yeah, we already did that. Carson Wentz bounces back. He had 18 for 28 completions, 193 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, and 1 interception. So the interception was, I think, it was a tip, possibly. I think was what happened. I could be wrong, but 1 interception ain't bad. Like he wasn't like forcing it, trying to do too much like he likes to do, which is good. But next, also then he proves his doubters. Oh yeah, the Eagles proved the doubters wrong because everybody's like, you and me was like, why not try to go for the win? Well, because of that tie, they will lead the division. Because if they would have lost that game, they wouldn't be leading the division. So I guess the Eagles get the final laugh, at least until the end of the season. But for now, next to the Washington football team, QB Dwayne Haskins bounces back. He had a 32 out of 45 completions, 193 yards. No, 314 yards. Holy cow! That was bad. But and 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Not that bad, but I was saying it was bad. But next thing is the defense got lit up all game. They just could not stop the. I don't know team they play, to be honest. I should know this, but who watches? Oh yeah, I think it's the Ravens. Yeah, they got lit by the Ravens. God, it's been a long day, just long day. But next is the next. Let's go. Let's scroll down here. Let's pop that camera back up. Okay. Next is the South. Division heating up? Question mark. This was before the Falcons game. I wrote this, but now it's still heating up with the Panthers. But to us, writing this, I'm pretty sure I didn't think the Falcons were gonna win anyway, so it hasn't really changed. The Panthers are back up to being even. They're 1 game behind both the Saints, and I don't know if they played any. I think they got let up by the Buccaneers at some point, but they're 2-2. The Saints and the Buccaneers are 3-1, so they're not too far out of reach. Not at all. But let's start with the Panthers since we're on that note. Their offensive line was sensational. Fair warning, a lot of these like that, like a lot of time when I like games that I don't. Okay, I can only watch like 3 games a day. The one in the early, the one in the afternoon, and then one at night. Unless practice plan, then I could watch possibly 4 in the day because then I watch them at the same time as other games. If they're if they're not on my television here in Oregon, we normally have to watch Seahawks. But okay, besides the point, QB Teddy Bridgewater still making little mistakes. He overthrew a tight end for an interception. Could have been easy completion. Overthrew him. Intercepted. Don't know why I had to do that, but that happened. But they still got the dub. That's all that matters. But Buccaneers, pick 6 woes continue. Tampa Bay, Brady threw another pick 6. And they come back after being down. Thank credit to Todd Bowles for shutting down the Chargers in the second half. That was really good. And then next is the Falcons. Injury report. the wide receiver Julio Jones did not come back out to the field after the second half started. Like during the second half and on, he didn't. I don't. He might have came out, but he didn't play. I'm pretty sure he didn't come back out. But yeah. And then next is head coach. Dan Quinn should be fired. Just because worst defense. I've like probably one of the worst defense in the league. You know he's a defensive minded head coach. Why is he still in the league? I don't know, but he is. So, yeah. And then the third thing is running back Todd Gurley is washed up at this point. He ain't the same. They only have to give him restrictions because of his knees. He doesn't have the same speed as he used to have. He has the most like carries or like most touches of the ball since he's been in the league. Because Rams, that's all the offense was with Todd Gurley. So I feel bad for him because he's really talented, but he's that's probably gonna be his last season. Unless I don't think they can give him another deal. But unless some like dookie team like they just pick him up. Why do I always do these late? Oh yeah, because the game's always last late. But because my stream ends at 10. But okay. What happened here? Oh yeah, that's all the teams. Okay, I was so confused. I almost forgot about the Saints. The Saints started slow and then scored 5 touchdowns straight, which is solid. And then they snap a 2-game losing streak, which is good. But so that's good. They bounced back. But next is the NFC West. Down to a 3-team race at this point. The Cardinals aren't a contender. They're a pretender. So it's just up to the 49ers if they can even stay healthy enough to even contend. But right now it's I'd say right way up here. Seahawks, right there. Rams, right there. Eagles, 49ers, which is compared to like Seahawks being all the way, that's a big margin. And then down here is like the Cardinals. Like right there. But okay. Sorry for the tangent. But let's go to the Seahawks. QB Wilson threw his second interception of the year. Again, proving Aaron Rodgers should be MVP and the lead in the MVP race. But it's not gonna have that way of a bye. So a lot of the Russell Wilson wankers are gonna be all hyped. But yeah, he threw his second interception of the year. He was 24 for 34 completions. 360 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Running back Chris Carson comes through big. He got hurt last game. 30 play. For the Cowboys. But he came back for this game, got wrecked. And I thought he was going to be out for the game. Came back again. But he had 16 carries, 80 yards, averaged 5 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns. The game was way too close for comfort. 31-23, really, until like late game. It was a lot closer than that. So that's worrisome. If I'm a Seahawks fan right now, if this, especially because Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't throw 1 passing touchdown, that's worrisome. But yeah. Then let's go to the Rams. Defense carried, only allowed 9 points and got a late game-winning interception, which we mentioned when we were talking about the Giants. But Cooper Kupp comes in clutch. He had 5 receptions, 69 yards, 13.8 average, and 1 touchdown. And the offense needs to get better. Only scored 17 points last game against the Giants. But next is the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo didn't play this game. They switched QBs late because I forgot who the starter was, but he wasn't working. After that, like that, obviously he just looked like he threw straight to the freaking Eagles. That's when the game was over. Signed, sealed, and delivered. But I'll flip my finger. But yeah, switch QB late game, and then they need better QB play. Hopefully Garoppolo, for their sake, is back next week. But yeah, they're just not it, Chief. But next is the Cardinals. Injury, Kenyon Drake is out. He got injured. I can't remember. I don't think it was that serious, but he didn't play, I'm pretty sure, afterwards. I don't know. But defense allowed 31 points to a struggling Panthers offense. That's not good. Not good at all. And then Kyler Murray tried his best. He had 24 for 31 completions, 133 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. But him and Larry Fitzgerald can't carry the defense. The defense has to step up. But next is especially if Aaron Rodgers can't carry a defense, neither can he can. But next is the AFC. Division leaders are the Chiefs, Bills, Steelers, and Titans. Bills proved they are a top team. They're really, really good. If I was the Ravens or the Chiefs, especially the Chiefs, I'd be worried right now. Because Ravens out there still worried about the Chiefs before they even have a chance. So, yeah. And then next is the NFC North. Steelers got screwed with a bye week. They didn't play this game. This game. Oh no, this is the North. Yeah. So got screwed with the bye week. Every team won. So in the division besides the Steelers because they didn't play, but Ravens won, Browns won, and Bengals won. I haven't heard that in a while. Ravens Lamar Jackson breaks the record for the fastest QB to throw for 5,000 passing yards and rush for 2,000 yards. He breaks Michael Vick's record. I think it was his. And offense bounces back after being shut down by the Chiefs. They bounce back and they scored 31 points. Next is the Browns, the best start since 2001, since the year I was born. This is their best start, or since then, however. They're 3-1. Running back Nick Chubb was injured with a knee injury, so that's worrisome. But running game still goes off. They had 307 yards. I think it's like 300 and it was like a little bit over 301 if you take out Baker Mayfield's run, but counting his 307. Damn. Okay, let's scroll down. Bingo, pop the camera back up. Okay. Let's go to the Steelers. Their game was postponed. It sucks to be them because the Titans not being responsible. They got screwed out of it. So, yeah, that sucks. Let's go to the Bengals. QB Joe Burrow's first one, he went 25 for 36, like 25 completions for 36 incompletions, 300 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Running back Joe Mixon, he was in the hospital, I learned Saturday. The day before the game, he was in the hospital having breathing problems, and he does this. 25 carries, 151 yards, 6 yards on average a carry, and then 2 touchdowns. Let's go to the AFC East. I'm just gonna go really fast here. Bills are really scary. We already went over that. Patriot defense is real. So with all those people opting out, they still really good defense. Defense held the Chiefs to 6 points going into the halftime. I think they only had like 13 going into the fourth quarter. That's insane. But and backups were just bad. That's why they lost. They didn't have Cam Newton. They had 3 interceptions that game. One from Brian Hoyer, who also costed them 2 field goals by fumbling one. Like the first one, he thought he had a timeout when he didn't, so he just took a sack and they couldn't get any points at the end of the first half. And then he threw fumbled it in the second half, which would have been more 3 points. So that's a oof. But which proves why he's a backup. Always has been a backup. Not always has been, but should be a backup. But okay, Dolphins, no Fitzmagic this time. 29 for 45 completions. 315 yards and 0 touchdowns. That's a lot of dry, but 0 touchdowns. So I'd rather have touchdowns than a bunch of yards. But is it time to start? I would say it's time to start rookie Tua Tagovailoa, whatever for Tua, because of the fact that if he's bad, they have like so many top. They have so many chances they have like multiple first round draft picks this upcoming year. So yeah. And then let's go to the Jets. Coach Greg Williams should be banned. That pissed me off. I was steaming after that. Greg Williams needs to be banned. He also didn't even get along with Adam Gase, so why isn't he already fired? Just want to point that out. But and then next point is fire Adam Gase. Because why take the timeout? Why take the timeout? No point. The game was over. You're still just buying time for Greg Williams to be a cuck. But next is the Bills. Third quarter woes continue. On offense, they didn't do shit in the third quarter. Excuse my language. And then cornerback Josh Norman debut was really good. He forced a fumble, I'm pretty sure, and he was really solid, really good. Was worth the wait. And then everything clicks again in the fourth quarter. The offense went back on track like they always do every game, where they popped off in the fourth quarter. Then next to the South, AFC South, already a two-team race. They 4 games in, it's already easily down to 2 teams. Texans aren't a threat anymore. This is also before head coach got fired. But yeah. So Jags proved the doubted right by losing to the Bengals 25-33. Record though, running back James Robinson most scrimmage yards by an undrafted player in his first 4 games. So that's dope. Colts defense proves to be the best in the league. QB Philip Rivers did some funny trash talk with the Bears. I'm pretty sure it was Bears defense. And then offense needs to put up more points. They only had 19 points that game. They need to put up more. Next is the Texans. They fired Bill O'Brien. Kind of crazy. He only had I think 2 non-winning, I think 2 non-winning seasons or something like that in the 7 years. But it's once he became general manager, that's when if he would have stayed at head coach, even Bill Belichick's not good at drafting wide receivers. So he struggled at being a general manager and head coach. He's probably one of the greatest of all time. But yeah, that's where all went wrong. Bill O'Brien got fired. Snip. Like the Seahawks, they better let Deshaun Watson cook. Deshaun Watson was 20 for 33. Keep in mind they let him cook later on in the game. He wasn't cooking the entire game. They held him back. But yeah, 20 for 33, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Titans game postponed. There's feels bad. Not for them though. They're probably immature because they're the one that all started this whole thing. But West basically a free top 4 seed spot for the Chiefs. So they just guaranteed top 4 seed spot is all the AFC West is. Broncos QB Brett, I forgot his name, Ripon or whatever like that, did good besides a couple of mistakes. He went 19 for 31, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. And they got the first one, the Broncos did. That's good. And then Chiefs, QB Patrick Mahomes leans on defense to carry him late in the throughout the game. And then I think that Patriots only had 6 points going into the second half. And they finished with 9 or I don't know how. By the time their game was going, the Packers started. So I was even late to the Packers game, while also being late to my stream. So it's really cluster truck. But okay. And then final note, not final note, but QB Patrick Mahomes flops like NBA players. That was just it's the NFL. Stop flopping, you clown. And then they call it. He gets a treat. He gets a NBA not NBA but that Harden treatment. But next is the Raiders team record. Oh yeah, Derek Carr broke the record and has the most touchdown passes in team history with 151 touchdown passes. And they had to settle for too many field goals. They had 3 field goals while being in the red zone, not even touchdowns. Too many. And then a lot of turnovers and stuff, dumb mistakes. And then Chargers, Justin Herbert grows even more. He went 20 for 24, 290 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. But also, since he's been starting, they haven't won a game. So take that as you will. If you enjoyed this video, just drop a like and subscribe and ring that bell. Follow on all my socials down below. Catch me live at twitch.tv /GoPackGo12345. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 to 10. I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces! Oopsies.